Welcome to Truth and Wellness, where we're committed to uncovering the real strategies behind lasting health transformations. I'm your host, Pavel Gray, and today I'm thrilled to introduce our guest, Dr. Kent, a doctor of pharmacy and glutathione expert who's devoted his career to health optimization.
Today, we are diving deep into something that affects so many of us. Chronic stress. It's not just about feeling overwhelmed or anxious, but what that stress does at the cellular level. Let's get right into it. Stress is everywhere, right? Should we really care about how it affects us at this level?
Absolutely, Pavel. Stress is not just a mental burden. It creates significant biochemical changes in the body that can lead to serious cellular damage. When we experience stress, our bodies release hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. These hormones are meant to prepare us for fight or flight, but they also increase blood sugar, heart rate, and inflammation. This process increases the production of free radicals, which can wreak havoc on our DNA, proteins, and cell membranes. Our body's main defense against this damage comes from glutathione. It's crucial for neutralizing those free radicals. But when stress becomes chronic, we deplete our glutathione faster than we can produce it. That's when cellular health really starts to decline.
So, you're saying chronic stress can actually deplete our store of glutathione? That's really fascinating. Can you break that down a bit more for us?
Definitely. Research published in journals like Antioxidants and Redox Signaling has shown that chronic stress can deplete both cysteine and glutathione reserves in our bodies. Think of it like a bank account. Every stressful event is a withdrawal from that account. While activities like sleep, proper nutrition, and relaxation can act as deposits, if someone is under constant stress, whether from work, personal relationships, or financial issues, they're continuously withdrawing without ever making a deposit. Eventually, that account goes empty, and our cells become defenseless against the damage.
Right. And that depletion manifests in ways we might not even connect directly to stress. Could you elaborate on what cellular damage looks like in real life?
Of course, chronic stress can lead to various symptoms. Persistent fatigue that sleep doesn't fix, brain fog, mood swings, and even digestive issues. You might notice muscle tension, chronic pain, and an overall weakened immune response. And then there's weight gain, particularly around the abdomen. Often, people attribute these symptoms to aging or simply being busy, but frequently the underlying issue is cellular glutathione depletion driven by chronic stress.
That makes a lot of sense. I mean, as someone who teaches yoga, I'm always trying to encourage stress reduction techniques. Yet, I notice that some of my students who practice regularly still appear exhausted and overwhelmed. What might be happening there?
It's a real dilemma. Yoga does promote reductions in stress hormones, which is immensely valuable. However, if someone is under chronic stress from their job, lifestyle, or other factors, it's not enough to solely practice yoga. They may still be burning through their glutathione reserves without adequate replenishment. You might be reducing the outflow, but without increasing the inflow, it leaves them vulnerable. They really need biochemical support to rebuild their cellular reserves. In this case, bonded cysteine can provide that much-needed boost.
Sounds like you're saying it's a two-pronged approach. How can someone really know if their stress has taken a toll on their glutathione levels? What signs should they watch out for?
Great question. Some key indicators that stress has depleted your glutathione include feeling wired yet fatigued at the same time, relying on caffeine to get through your day, and experiencing frequent illnesses or slow recovery from ailments. Additionally, if you feel inflamed, achy, or you struggle to cope with more stress, these are serious signs that your cellular reserves are running low.
Wow, that's quite a list. Yet, it's definitely something many of us could probably resonate with. Can we actually restore that resilience? What does the process look like?
Yes, you absolutely can, but it does take some time. Research has shown that bonded cysteine supplementation can effectively restore glutathione levels and improve stress resilience. In peer-reviewed studies, we see improvements in cortisol regulation, inflammatory markers, and subjective stress levels after around 12 weeks of consistent supplementation. Most people report feeling calmer, more energized, and more capable of handling daily stressors.
That's really powerful. So, what's the mechanism here? How does enhancing glutathione actually help improve our ability to handle stress?
Glutathione plays a critical role in protecting mitochondria from stress-induced damage. Mitochondria are basically the powerhouses of our cells where energy is produced. When these get compromised under stress, not only do we lose energy and clarity, but we start to feel overwhelmed by demands that may have seemed manageable before. With adequate glutathione levels, mitochondria remain functional during stressful times, allowing us to maintain energy and focus even when the pressure is on. It's all about regaining that resilience.
So, fundamentally, the issue isn't the stress itself, but how our cells respond to it?
Exactly. Stress is a fact of life, and while we can't eliminate it, how our cells manage that stress plays a pivotal role in our overall health. If your glutathione levels are optimized, your cells can swiftly neutralize the damage from stress as it happens, allowing for quick recovery. But if those levels are low, accumulated damage from each stressor can lead to a downward spiral.
What should someone do if they realize they're stuck in one of those high-stress periods? What are practical steps to take?
First and foremost, you must practice stress management techniques, things like meditation, yoga, breath work, or simply spending time in nature can significantly help in reducing stress hormone production. Second, prioritize getting quality sleep, as that's when your body restores glutathione levels. Next, focus on consuming nutrient-dense, whole foods. Your body needs all those building blocks, amino acids, vitamins, and minerals to produce glutathione effectively. And lastly, during particularly high stress times, supplementing with bonded cysteine, something like 2 to 4 sachets of Immunocal daily, can give your cells what they need to maintain glutathione levels despite the increased demand.
That sounds practical. And is there any solid research supporting these points?
Absolutely. Clinical trials have shown that bonded cysteine supplementation positively impacts stress markers, immune function, and overall well-being. For instance, one study focused on healthcare workers under significant stress showed that those taking cysteine precursors had lower cortisol levels, improved immune function, and experienced fewer sick days than their counterparts who didn't supplement. The supplemented group managed to stay resilient while the control group faced burnout.
That's incredibly enlightening, Dr. Ken. It feels like many of us need to hear this message that while stress isn't going away, we can build cellular resilience to better cope with it.
Exactly, Pavel. Understanding that you can't completely eliminate stress, but can make your cells stronger against the damage it causes, that is crucial. Glutathione acts like a bulletproof vest for your cells, absorbing the stresses so that they can remain functional and healthy. Without it, every little stressor chips away at your health. But with it, you can maintain your strength and vitality, even through the toughest of times.
How long should someone expect it to take to rebuild that resilience, though? Is it a long process?
Most people begin to notice improvements in their energy and stress tolerance within 3 to 4 weeks of starting supplementation. However, full restoration of glutathione levels typically takes about 90 days. By that point, individuals often report feeling like an entirely different person. Stressors that once felt insurmountable become manageable, their energy reserves are replenished, mood stabilizes, and they experience improved sleep. Their bodies start functioning as they are meant to.
That's a practical and positive approach. Stress management paired with cellular support is a compelling combination.
Yes, and that's what comprehensive wellness is all about. Addressing both the mind and the body. You need to reduce those stress triggers while simultaneously strengthening your cellular defenses. That's the real path to building lasting resilience. Just so everyone is aware, I will include a link for a 5-day sample kit of the original immunocle and booster for people that want to get a feel for the taste and practice mixing the product before they commit to a monthly supply in the description section of this podcast.
Dr. Kent, thank you so much for sharing your insights today. This conversation has been incredibly eye-opening. It's exactly what people need to hear right now. The reality that while stress is unavoidable, the devastation it can cause to our health doesn't have to be.
Thank you, Pavel. I appreciate the opportunity to discuss this. Stress is going to happen, but remember, cellular damage is optional. Equip your cells with the support they need, and they can help you navigate through anything life throws your way.
Thanks for tuning in to the Truth in Wellness podcast, where your journey to mastering wellness begins.